All right, in this video, I want to show you how to make your Mac your own. Add your personal touch to it. Okay, first you do all this through the system settings, which is under the Apple menu. System preferences. This is like the control panel on your PC if you're used to that. Remember in another video we talked about your dock. You can create some preferences. You can adjust some preferences with your dock right here. And you can see them all right here. Well, I'm going to show you another way to get to here, which is system preferences. This contains any preferences you want to change with many, many behaviors on your computer. And I'm just going to go through a few of them. You can always find it, the fourth item down under the Apple menu. Sometimes, most of the time, it will also be here as an item in your dock. So you can click this and it'll bounce a few times and show up. Or if that's closed, you can just come over here and click that and notice it's the same thing. All right, I'm gonna move across the top here. First of all, the desktop screensaver. If you want to change your desktop picture to something else, I kind of like this one. Antelope Canyon looks kind of cool. Or maybe you want to go with a lion. Where's that? Right there, change that. Feel free to change it to whatever you want. The screensaver is kind of a misnomer because you don't need screensavers anymore, but they're more like screen entertainment. And you can mess with that. They will start after a certain number of minutes of being idle. Anyway, so that's that. I'm going to go back and click on Show All. A couple of these others. Let's go to the mouse. This is one of the first things I change on a computer. Right now, the tracking is how fast the mouse moves when you slide it across. If I go to slow, that I have to move the mouse a lot on my desk for this arrow to move at all. If I go clear to fast, then it's just like lightning back and forth. I keep it somewhere around here. You may find different settings. Anyway, that's what that is. Double click, how fast do you have to double click for something to happen? That's kind of, if you have it slow, you may find yourself double clicking things you didn't want to. If you have it too fast, you may find that you're not quick enough to double click it. So keep it somewhere around, double check your preferences and see what you like. Scrolling, how fast when you roll the ball on the mouse, the little ball right there, will it go through pages? It's up to you. I keep it kind of on the fast side. Natural direction, this works for me if I have a touchpad. If I have a trackpad or something, I like natural direction because I actually slide the paper up. But when I have a mouse ball, I don't like that. So anyway, that's just me. Primary and primary buttons over here. On the right side, it doesn't look like it, but your mouse actually will, it has a left click and you can make it have a right click. And even though it doesn't look like separate buttons, when you click the mouse, it leans to one side when you click. Right now, they're both set to be the primary. Primary means it's your regular left click. I wouldn't mess with that. That's what you're used to. When your index finger reaches out to the left of the ball, that's a normal click. I like to change this one though to be secondary. So now I have a normal left click and then this right click. So if I want to come over here and click on my desktop with the right, then I get contextual menus pop up, which is really kind of nice when I want to do some right clicking. A lot of people say that Macs don't have right click. Well, you can add that. All kinds of buttons here with the mouse. This ball on the top of your mouse is actually a button. You can click it and it'll do something if you have something turned on. For example, if I want to bring up maybe application switcher. Now I push down on that ball and it brings up this application switcher. Shows me all my open applications. System preferences, Finder is always open, and QuickTime Player, which I'm using right now to record this video. Okay. Anyway, and you can actually squeeze the sides of your mouse. If you'll notice, there's two things here. You can have it bring up maybe something like mission control. Click that, and that's what mission control looks like. Anyway, I turn that off because I don't like doing that, and I don't necessarily like that one either. Because for my application switcher, I use a keyboard shortcut without the mouse. Hold the Command key down and press the Tab key once. And every time I press it, it switches to applications I have open. I may have a whole string of applications filling up my screen here, and I can cycle through them. Anyway, that's something for another video, all right? At least set up right click and adjust your tracking and your scrolling maybe. All right, go back to Show All. By the way, If we're in the mouse settings, you can come up to view and you can jump to any of these settings we saw without having to click on show all. So for example, I'm going to go back to the dock. All right. This is where we turned on magnification like that. The size, I can have them really tiny and big magnification. That might be cool once or twice, but anyway, I like it, just around there. And again, show all, or you can come up to view and jump to them. I'm just going to kind of go down the list here. There's something under sound that I recommend. You'll get really tired of this if you don't. Play user feedback. Play feedback when the volume is changed. That means when I hit the buttons on my keyboard, let me, if you'll look on your keyboard, on your desk, somewhere above the P, anyway, on the right side, you'll see volume buttons. Let me see if I can show you a keyboard here. Can I show you a keyboard? Yeah. Oh well, I don't know where it is. There's a way to show a keyboard. Anyway, when I hit the sound button, do you hear that? That's annoying when you want to change the sound. So I turn that off. I take a check mark out of there. Now when I lower the sound, it's nice and quiet. I'm just pressing the key. You can adjust the sound right here. You can also adjust the sound up here. But sometimes it's easier just to reach with your hand and hit that on the keyboard. Just raise the sound. You can also mute, so no sound. This is like when you empty the trash or something, when you finish copying a file, it'll give you sound. That doesn't bother me so much, so you can turn it on, leave it off. If you take this out, you won't see the volume in the menu bar anymore. So if you want to see the volume up here in the menu bar, that's where that is. Output, I wouldn't mess with that. You probably won't have that. I do. Sound effects, you could, knock yourselves out with all of this. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't even know which one I had now, but that's okay. There's a glass one. Yeah, that might be it. Anyway, back to show all. I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it for now. There's a lot of other things we can get into. Please, I'm showing you this not so you can go in and change all kinds of things, but just so you're aware of where things are. And if you have questions on something, I'd be happy to help you, okay? And I think that's about it for this video.